Disneyland, Anaheim, California. Walt Disney's original theme park. And there's a lot going on and a whole lot of people to boot. No time to discuss this in a committee. It's a sometimes vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. And sometimes I've been trying to do the sometimes vlog all day with no success. But hopefully this time will be the time. Hopefully this time I can cobra punch it into existence. Look at all these crazy people rowing their canoes. Hello, canoe people! How? Look at them working so hard. You don't often see canoes out on the rivers of America in October. The only time you're gonna see canoes out in the rivers of America in October is when it is crazy crowded. And I think, as you can sort of tell behind me, it is crazy crowded. Two ways you can tell if it's crazy crowded, actually. Canoes running and the Columbia and Mark Twain running at the same time, which they were. Now the Columbia is docked in preparation for Fantasmic, which our Fantasmic here at Disneyland happens right here on Rivers of America. Pretty soon this will be lined with people waiting to see the show. All kinds of crazy stuff happens. But anyways, today at Disneyland is insane. First of all, me. Let's start with me. Hold on, just be patient. I got home Tuesday from Walt Disney World. I came to Disneyland and double Disneyed. I went from Magic Kingdom to Disneyland, same day, 2 coasts. I rode the Haunted Mansion on both coasts in the same day. I rode Space Mountain on both coasts in the same day. And I walked into the Tiki Room on both coasts in the same day. I didn't ride both Tiki Rooms. I mean, I didn't sit through the entire, but I looked at them. I thought about it. I'm sorry, I can only do so much. I'm just one person. Anyway, I was the worst jet lagged I've ever been after that. Like, really, honestly, I don't get jet lagged that bad. And that bag? Yeah, it's fine. And then on top of that, I never take naps. I was just like passing out in the middle of the day, just super tired, exhausted. My legs were really killing me to the point where I was almost getting like, go to the doctor worried, like, why are my legs so hurting so much? Maybe I have shin splints. Maybe I have shin splints. I don't really know what those are, but I'm thinking I might be okay now. I've been trying to rest as much as possible. I actually went 2 days without a sometimes vlog, which felt like a lot. But then, of course, you know, a week and a half ago, I did 4 in 1 day. 4 theme parks at Walt Disney World in 1 day. So I figured, you got a lot to catch up on. It's fine. You'll live without me. You mustard catch up on some sometimes vlogs or I'll put you in custody. I apologize for all of the things that I just said. Anyways, I'm back at Disneyland now. I'm starting to feel a little bit like myself. So I ventured back into the parks. I have been in the parks the last couple of days, but they have been crazy, insane crowded. Now, at first, people were saying, oh, it's because there's this crazy 4-day holiday in Utah called the UAE, which stands for Utahns Enter Anaheim. I didn't understand the joke, but I want to. And that was Thursday through now. It's just been insanely packed. And so actually, for once, I don't usually get claustrophobia. I don't usually get too bad in crowds at Disneyland, but even I am starting to go, wow, razzled me, dazzled me. Oh, those outfits are important. Remember that you saw those. So it's been pretty wild. But then I expected, usually it calms down on Sunday because the crowds go home to their homes. Look at here, 40-minute wait from this point for Pirates of the Caribbean. Hello, 15-minute wait from that point. The Pirates of the Caribbean line, let's just take this as one example and look at what I'm having to deal with. All around me are humans. That's what's taking so long for the vlog. I've dropped my phone. I've almost bumped into people. I didn't want to cause a disturbance, so I've been trying to wait until it thinned out. It's not thinning out. Watch this. The Pirates of the Caribbean line goes all the way from the entrance up the street here, and then it wraps over the bridge, right? That happens a lot when pirates get crowded. It kind of goes up on this bridge and comes back down. This time it's doing something I have rarely, if ever, seen it do, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean queue is actually going past the entrance to New Orleans Square. There is no entrance. Normally this is where you walk into the square, and going all the way down here, almost all the way to the French Market, halfway towards the Haunted Mansion, and then back up the bridge, and then back down towards the attraction. This is the longest, this is dedication right there. The people in that line really love pirates. Don't you know pirates aren't worth that much? They're only a buccaneer. I just used that joke at Disney World. I apologize for recycling my own jokes. But because it's mine, actually it's really everyone's. It's kind of the worst joke on the planet. Never mind. Let's just pretend I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm having an off day. I'm having many, many off days. Because it's just the crowd. I'm squeezed up against the fence. I'm walking all crazy. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. The other night, And this is what we've been talking about capacity crowds, like insane crowds. I always try and avoid showing the crowds. I always wait to do the vlog when there's not that many people around. I always wait to find some quiet corner, mostly because of crazy people video bombing or people coming out to me like, Justin, all crazy. I don't want to interrupt the vlog or totally Heimbucket. But this time you're going to get a lot of video bombers. You're going to get a lot of, this is the most open space I've seen all day. Oh my gosh, look at space. Enjoy it while you can. People will see us enjoying the space, then they'll take our space. They'll take the space. No. Space. Oh, she's coming to rope off the space. That's what's happening. They're going to use the space for fantastic. Oh, look at this. Anyway, I'm very happy to be home. There's crowded. Usually I try and avoid, like I was saying, showing the crazy crowds. I usually don't like talking about it. I don't want anyone to think I'm complaining because I love Disneyland, even when it's crowded. But boy, oh boy, the last couple of days have been really surprising because we're in the school year now. It's not quite Halloween, so it's not a crazy holiday. But there are 3 overlapping fan days here at Disneyland today. They are, as you saw back there, Pinup Day is happening. So people are dressed up in crazy pinup girl outfits. Disney Bounding Haunted Mansion themed day. I don't know what it's actually called, but Disney Bounding is basically, since you're not allowed to wear costumes here in Disney theme parks as a general rule. There are exceptions, but you're not generally allowed to wear costumes if you're an adult. People do Disney Bounding. We've discussed this before. If you Google it, Disney Bounding, where they wear Disney-inspired outfits, and today, they're more or less becoming costumes on the West Coast. It's way more common on the West Coast than the East Coast, as far as I can see. Probably because there's a lot more annual pass holders here and locals that come to the parks. But people will dress up in, hey, what's up, man? Disney-inspired costumes, and they are coming out today in force, dressed up in Haunted Mansion-themed costumes. And then there's also Lolita Day today, which is where people dress up like Japanese doll children with Victorian doll outfits, Japanese inspired. They're very colorful. It really confuses me. I don't really understand the Lolita Day thing. Look at this. This is the queue for the Haunted Mansion holiday. Now, Haunted Mansion holiday is very popular. Haunted Mansion is always very popular, but this is crazy. All the lines for your favorite attractions that on an average weekday, and granted today's not a weekday, but it's been like this since Wednesday and Thursday when I was here. On your average weekday this time of year, usually you'll see in the middle of the day at its most popular, maybe a 30-minute line for Pirates, not an hour long. And Haunted Mansion's was earlier, 120-minute wait, so it's definitely very busy at the parks. When they did that price increase and said that there's quite a lot of traffic at the parks this year, they meant it. Now I'm going to go back to New Orleans Square and not have to go this way. So I haven't even looked at, normally like Dapper Day or other days. Hello, Elizabeth. Normally you see a lot of the people dressed up. Oh, here we go. I don't know whether we're seeing Lolita or Pinup. There's a lot of crossover. Earlier I was talking to a gal who was dressed up in a Victorian corset that was purple. It was very Haunted Mansion inspired, but there was also some pinup elements to it. It was a mix of things. Oh look, here's some of the, there she is right here. I've stumbled on you again. See, we have Pinup Day and Lolita Day. Oh.
Joined us.
Okay, see, so I had to delete the other video, so we have Pinup Day, Lolita Day, Disney Bounding Haunted Mansion. Is there a clever name for that, or am I screwing it up? Is there a good name for it, or a shorthand name? Or
Haunted Mansion Fashion.
Haunted Mansion Fashion.
Pinup Girl Parade.
Pinup Girl Parade. Oh, see, we're getting their scoop. Wait, what's your name again?
Christina.
Christina. Okay, Christina has all the info. And then it's Lolita Day, which
Day.
I don't really understand what that is. Do you?
It's kind of like the Japanese-inspired fashion where
they're
you
like
dress
very
up kind
Victorian
of like
looking,
doll.
like dolls.
Yeah, it's a lot of ruffles and bows.
It's scary. Kind of, like a little bit. Like some of them look very cute, and then some of them are like, you look so scared because they have like the eyes in and stuff, like the contacts.
Maybe they're doing mashup.
I think so. I think they're crossing Haunted Mansion with Lolita, with Pinup, and then look at this. Look at your dress is amazing. Your skirt is awesome. Hello, look at. So there's also like a dapper element going. There's so many days happening, and I was told by the same people. Oh look, here we go. Some more. I don't know what's happening here. Lolita, Haunted Mansion, both. There's a lot of mashups happening because a lot of the same people who do one day also will do another day. People have been asking me, what are you dressed up as? Which day are you doing, Justin? I'm like, I don't know. A dapper day, I know what to do. You wear the dapper outfit and you're okay. Today, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. Oh look, here's a Lolita in front of us over here. It looks like her boyfriend is probably thinking the same thing. I don't know what to do. There's too many choices. Do I dress Haunted Mansion inspired? There was too much pressure. And I don't own that many pinup girl dresses, so I just decided to come as plain old me. I do have the power of the Cobra though, which makes me more powerful than all the Disney bounders could possibly ever become. Look inside. Oh, hello! Ah! Look how crazy it is. There's a million people here. Look at the people waiting for the Blue Bayou. You can see. Oh, I was trying to find more people. It's so crowded. So what I was going to say is, see, look at how my brain has been totally humbucked by the insane amount of traffic and busyness that's happening. So Dapper Day or something like that, everybody's kind of doing one thing. There's a lot of them, and on your average day, the lines are about a third of this. And even on a crowded day, they're about, you know, 3/4 or maybe sometimes even, if you're lucky, half of the crowds that are there today. Today it's so crowded with just regular folks that I'm having trouble even spotting the Lolita and Haunted Mansion people and all the pinup girls. And there are a lot of them here. Look at, see, now we're on the other side of this crazy Pirates of the Caribbean line. It's wild. So it's very high traffic. Disneyland is very high traffic this time of year, which is not totally normal. In my experience, maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's a paper somewhere that says, nope, it's usual to have this many people, but it's been pretty cool. Because on the one hand, you want to get frustrated and say, oh, it's so crowded and people are hitting the back of your legs with strollers. And you're like, stop, why me? But on the other hand, you got to figure, all of these people are kind of into the same thing. They're all fans of Disneyland. They're all excited about, look at all these people excited about Pirates of the Caribbean. On an average day, most people are like, oh, you're that weird guy that goes to Disneyland a lot and really likes Pirates of the Caribbean. You ride it all the time. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's me. And today, on a day like this, you see people with all this determination and dedication standing in this crazy line, hoping just to get a little glimpse of a pirate, of a little puny pirate. I was trying to think of more P's, but all I like to think of is puny and pathetic, and pirates are neither traditionally of those things. Look at that, Pirates of the Caribbean, the original. Just everyone's excited. Nobody looks grumpy. Everybody still looks happy and excited to be here. When I was walking in, there were people who were leaving, and like the peak heat of the day, everyone was still looking pretty positive. And earlier, I actually saw Imagineer Tony Baxter hopping onto Indiana Jones with a whole group of people. He wasn't wearing his name tag or anything. He was kind of hiding. Disney legend Tony Baxter. I thought about stopping and see, look over here. You guys look fantastic. Look at that. Everybody's dressed up all crazy, and I'm confused which one I'm looking at. Am I looking at pinup girls, or Lolitas, or Haunted Mansion people, or just people who are dressed up? Because it's also date night, like I said, at Disneyland tonight, which is a whole different event. I'm so confused. Anyway, I saw Tony Baxter hopping on Indiana Jones, just walking around enjoying it. So everybody from Disney legends to people from out of town to regulars who are coming dressed up all crazy, everybody seems to be at Disneyland today, all on the same day. And look, it's just really difficult. Hey, what's up, man? Look at this. Haunted Mansion people everywhere. More Haunted Mansion people. People are getting into it, whether it's just like a little Haunted Mansion ghost host shirt that they sell in the gift shop here, or like full-on custom costume. People are getting super into it. So anyway, I've been struggling all day to do the Sometimes vlog because, as I've talked about this before in the past, sometimes it's better to just make a loud, weird noise. It's the only way people will be like, and pay attention, because they've been here all day, bumping into people left and right, and it's sometimes the only way you can cut a swath through the crowd is just and the fact that I just kind of always make a weird sound anyway. It's like, oh, geez, oh, hello, you know, just it's a thing. I'm sorry, but I've been having trouble doing the vlog all day. You guys look awesome. Yay! I love your dress, Erica, and happy birthday. Double whammy. Oh yeah, having trouble doing, see? The vlog tape, just because it's crazy overstimulating, and there have been so many people condensed into such a small space, I'm worried about holding the camera out and like whacking somebody in the head by accident or causing some kind of disturbance or being crazy. So I've just been overstimulated, combined with the trip that I just took and the tiredness, that's the perma tiredness that's in me that I have not quite got over yet, but it's getting there. It's almost like I can almost equate it, here, I'll just give you a look at Adventureland. I almost equate it to being sick. Like when you have a gnarly cold for a week or two, and then the cold goes away, but you need a couple days before, like you've stopped throwing up and all that, but you need a couple days before you're like at optimum strength and full speed. That's kind of what it feels like. I got the Disney flu, but it wasn't an actual germ thing. It was just the tiredness of walking through 4 crazy giant theme parks in Florida in the humidity and flying back and like having to catch up on everything I have to catch up on. So it's been wild. It's been totally wild, but I did not want to fail you guys today. Hello! And have no vlog. So there had to be a vlog today. Come heck or high water. I did have to get another Power of the Cobra bracelet. I gave away my last one. I bought 5 before going to Disney World because I anticipated that I would have to give away Power of the Cobra bracelets, because I have looked all over all 4 theme parks and every gift shop that I could see. I'm probably going to visit all of them, but almost all of them. And I could not find the Power of the Cobra at Walt Disney World. That is exclusively an Indiana Jones Adventure Outpost, Adventureland in California thing, as far as I could tell, although they sell bracelets from the same company at Disney World. See, look over here, we have some Lolita people. Combined with Haunted Mansion, because that's very Haunted Mansion Disney bounding. I don't know. So they're sort of peppered in there in this crazy crowd. It's like Tiki Day was the same way. It was so crowded when they did Tiki Day that I really just had a hard time finding all the Tiki people. And then by the time I came at night and I got my Tiki shirt and went all the way home and came back just so I could participate, I'm gonna win that participation ribbon, I said. And I did. They still haven't sent it to me, but I'm expecting it any day now. It's just like that. It's just peppered in. There's just crazy crowds at Disneyland. So that's been the theme. And what's wild is going to Disney World, which is arguably Magic Kingdom theme park at Disney World is rated the most visited theme park on planet Earth. And there are quite a lot of people there, even being the school year and all that kind of stuff. School had started and all that. But maybe it's owing to more space there or whatever, but boy howdy, coming home to this kind of crowd, I was actually surprised. I was kind of like looking forward to nice, restful, peaceful. I'm used to it, Disneyland. Oh, see, here we have some pinup people coming. You see them? It's hard. It's like playing Where's Waldo. Some pinup people poking through the crowds. People have got their hair done. They've got bows in their hair and ribbons and dresses and things. And boy, am I overstimulated. So, oh, here we go. Some haunted me. Ooh, I love that. That was actually scary. I was gonna talk to them and then I got too nervous because I was like, oh, they're scary. What if they're real ghosts? What if they're real ghosts? I like how there was a Ghostbuster with them. I don't know how he's getting away with that. It's not a Halloween party night. Usually costumes are very frowned upon. Once it crosses the line towards costumes, it's like, hey now, no costumes. But more and more the Disney bounding thing is kind of being accepted, and it's Halloween, and it's around Mickey's Halloween party, so maybe the rules are a little looser, which is kind of nice. But anyway, I was expecting calm, peaceful, homecoming, Disneyland, just chill, relax. How's it going, man? You see this guy? Look at this guy going crazy. There he is. And instead it's been wildly crowded. Insane. I bumped into a few people I know, but even normally when I'm at Disneyland in the crowd, you see a lot of people that you know. Not this time. How you doing, man? What's your name again?
George.
George. I always forget it because
Maddie's daddy with the little
I always want to say
daughter?
Junior. But yeah, it's Maddie's daddy.
I could be a junior.
Yeah, well, I know a guy named Junior, and he also has the beard, and he's also in a social club, but I can't remember which one off the top of my head right now. And it's Star Wars themed. So you guys are like very close. Look at Live by the Code. Look at this. How have the crowds been here lately?
Ridiculous. Too many people. I was here
It's
Friday.
wild, huh?
I was here Friday at 1 and it was packed.
I came on Thursday and it was insane
I had
as
to
well.
park in the convention center, how packed it was.
See, look at you have a witness here. It took me 2 hours to park today.
And
2
then
hours.
We got here at 1 and everything's been 90 minutes. They need
That's pretty wild, huh?
pretty awesome.
And it's October. We're in the middle of the school year. The 60th anniversary is so popular. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later, man. It's wild. It's seriously crazy. Out of control. I don't want to complain about it. I mean, it's fine. I still like coming here. I'm still happy. Hello. People see, I told you, video bombers. What are you going to do? I'm still happy to be here. I still like being here. It's still totally worth it. It's just wild. Like, it's crazy. I wish I could somehow... Oh, look at this. Things happening. I wish I could somehow just, like, hook this up to one of those camera drones, just fly it up in the air so you could see the insanity. The absolute insanity. So you have to forgive this sometimes vlog. I didn't have time to build it to scale or to paint it. Boy, howdy didn't I. And I knew it would get wild and it would get weird and it would not be cohesive. What I wanted to do today, and which I'm going to get to, because I did it in Disney World, I walked through Adventureland and I had a lot of Disney World people say, can you please do the same thing at Disneyland? We don't understand how Disneyland Adventureland works. We just walked through it now. But it's full of people. You can't point the camera and say, look at this building, because what you really see are a lot of people. People everywhere. I'm like wedged in like a sardine. People are bumping into each other. It's wild, but the crazy part is, this is what I love about Disney so much, but the crazy part is, as crowded as it is, and as long of a Dole Whip line as you have here, and as many people as you have doing things like that, everyone's in a pretty good mood, like, which is pretty amazing. Some place has to be pretty magical to be this crowded and heimbucked with traffic and still have everybody be in a pretty good, happy mood, enjoying themselves. So it's just proof positive that Disneyland is like one of the most phenomenal, amazing places on earth. Because I'm pretty sure anywhere else you would have a riot. But it's wild, it's crazy. Anyway, I'll be back. Some more sometimes vlogs from crazier and crazier places. Hello. All kinds of people behind you guys are like, yeah, waving even more when I turn the camera away from them. I don't understand. So I'll be back with all kinds of crazy, sometimes vlog adventures. Just, I wanted to show you what I was dealing with today. I think I've been here for 2 or 3 hours now, starting and stopping vlogs. And be like, look at this thing, or let's talk about this secret, or let's talk about this thing over here. Hello. Anything but talking about the crowd. I'll find another way to talk about something besides the fact that it's crowded, because I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's been talking about lately, although they're doing it in a much more negative way. I just don't want to be a negative Nancy. I'd like to be a positive Pete. Like, I stopped right there for a while. The reason I stopped there was because I could not have walked forward. It was crowded with people. So you have to wait for these little gaps. Then you get these beautiful, spacious little gaps where the crowd separates and you can walk out into the hub, and I'll leave you guys in the hub and cut the vlog shorter than sometimes it would go, just because it's just crazy. So you see all kinds of people in costumes, normal people, crowds. Oh, look at this. That is a great Haunted Mansion dress. Do you see that? That is a great Haunted Mansion dress. So there's all kinds of, just too much going on. There's just too much. I've decided there's too much going on for my brain. I'm just gonna turn my brain off now and enjoy the ride. There are people I have to meet up with here today. And then later I'm going to the desert. I'm going to visit the Utmost Studio boys out in the middle of the Mojave Desert. See if we can get into some shenanigans in the middle of the night while we talk about footage and editing and rendering 3D things and neat stuff like Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland, which is late, but it's on the way. It's on the way. And everyone's going, where's the next Random Land? Why haven't we put up at Disney World yet? We're still working on Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland. So here's the Lolita thing.
Okay, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Japanese doll, but Victorian children. I don't really understand it. But I'm keen to learn. Oh, and then pinups. We have pinups here. Oh, the castle is apparently a very good spot because everybody wants to get their pin. I didn't even think about that. Duh, the castle. What a great thing. To sort of peep and creep and look for people dressed up, but you can't see many today. They're just peppered in too wildly with the crowds. Okay, I'm totally getting distracted. I'm doing a bad job. I'm being a bad host of my own situation. But I'm just crazy overstimulated. So going to the desert, getting in some hijinks, we'll have more adventures together. Oh boy, these crowds. It's like that, you ever see the Bob Newhart show? Where there was a time where Bob Newhart goes on TV and they're like, boy, look at that jacket strobe. I always think of that when I see, I don't know why, I just always think of that when I see crazy crowds. Boy, look at that jacket strobe. It's just mind-blowing. Oh, sorry, I'm walking right through your photo shoot. Over and over. Happy birthday, Lizzie. Over and over. Oh, look at these people. Did you guys?
Go ahead and give her a hug like she's gonna fly away, okay?
Did you guys get married? Yeah. Congratulations! Look, they just got married. Wow! So much is happening. So much is happening. Okay, guys. I got people to see so that I can drive 3 hours into the desert to see more people. So I'm gonna go. Thank you for joining me on the most ultimate, confusing, overstimulating, brain-full day of Disneyland ever. I love you all. Goodbye.